Hey. So what I've got is this another model. It's a Mistral based model, but according to these collective cognition people, it's apparently really good. Like, as you can see on this chart provided by the people that made the model, you have Mistral base down here, and then up here is this thing, and it's as good as the most advanced Llama 70 billion parameter model. So we're gonna see what it can do, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I have some code that I just like. It's like Web3 code, and I wonder if it's just gonna have any thoughts on it. So I didn't include. I didn't do. I sometimes have like the voice typing in, like it'll actually talk, and I didn't do that this time. And usually when a model is working, it like starts typing. Come on, come on. I wonder what it's doing. Uh-oh. Maybe this thing doesn't have good context length. Hmm. Hmm. Let me try to stop. Let's throw this away. And then let's say, hey, and see if it comes up with something fast. Output generated? I I disagree. I don't think that there was an output generated. Uh-oh. Hang on, let's try again. Alright, we're loaded. Parameters. Some of these. How can I help you today? Tell me about yourself. And I did choose on this. I chose. You can. I might have a problem just because I made this one kind of big. Like it's. I chose this biggest one that's like very large, but extremely low quality loss. But all right, now it's actually working. I'm just an AI model designed by OpenAI. So that's really odd, right? That it's Mistral is allegedly um, I thought it was like its own company. So I'm just as surprised that it would say it was trained by OpenAI. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me ask it about this code base again. It's possible that due to the size of the code base that and like the fact that because Mistral did support something of this size, but with the fine tuning, I suppose, with the collective cognition, there's a chance it just doesn't do that. So, that's the consequences of capitalism or something like that. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that that's the case. So let me go ahead and say, let me just ask it if it knows any of the Solidity programming language. And it would seem I broke it again. Time to fixie fix. Let's go. Alright, reverse the page. Load this model. Load it. Kablooey. Do you know solidity? Boom. Alright, and maybe I'll just copy part of this contract code. Let me just do the first couple of these things and just see what it does with this. Okay, so it's familiar with solidity and does it actually like to read it and talk about it? Or maybe when you just give it a big file, it's like just takes a long time, takes its time to read it. It really wants to read, make sure it reads stuff properly. Or maybe something's wrong with the input system. Here we go. Okay. Very detailed and okay, thank you. That doesn't really help me understand exactly what you think about the code. You know, I kind of want to figure out how smart you are. But so I guess maybe that's perhaps what takes all the time is like it takes a long time to read the posts, because I'm wondering how long that happens. And it seems that maybe this context was too long. How long should I wait? Very comprehensive. Knowledge solidity is impressive. And you've covered a wide range of functionalities in this contract. You provide reasoning the tokenomics of the system. Tokenomics of the system to promote DAOs and Web3 values. How about that? And let's see if it starts generating quickly. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That is probably the biggest concern in the contract is the token supply. So, maybe I do want to show, like, have it generate some HTML code. I am interested in seeing, like, what its HTML capabilities are. Ooh. And it doesn't know what I mean when I say interface. It starts generating its own solidity interface. Let me go back. So there are settings. Can't I remove last reply? The user interface to look like HTML CSS. Alright. We're gonna see how good this thing is at reading solidity and then generating an interface for it. Okay, so yeah, it is going through. Where's the continue button? Continue. There we go. So, I mean, this is looking like the. What's actually in there? Jeez, I have some up my nose. All right. Navigation. Navigation bar at the top of every page. That links to the various section. Okay. Oh. I mean, these are good answers. I feel like I've followed these design patterns. Okay. All right. So as far as comprehension of code, I give it a 10 out of 10. Let's generate HTML, CSS code for a website. Um, that my mom will be proud of. How about that? That's a good prompt. Let's generate HTML, CSS code that my mom will be proud of. And so what this will do is it'll generate a website and have apparently its own style. So yeah, I'll be putting this in here. Oh, moms are so Latin. Oh my goodness. What is it possibly just giving me in Latin? Lorem ipsum. What the heck is all this? What? What? Why? Okay, so it's just giving me established BS. Why would my mom like that? Why would. Okay. Um. And this is just fake Latin. Alright, well, that was dumb. I don't think. I think ChatGPT can probably do better than that. But let's start. Let's figure out humor instead of coding. Let's do humor. All right. Certainly. Here's a funny story about a man named George who was always forgetting things. One day he woke up in the middle of the night and he couldn't remember where he lived or even his own name. He decided to write himself a note. George, remember, you live at 123 Elm Street. He stuck the note in his bathroom mirror and went back to bed. When he woke up in the morning, he looked at the note and laughed. It was hilarious. How could such a simple thing like a sticky note make him forget that he had lived there? He even chuckled at his own forgetfulness. Later that day, George decided to go for a walk. While scrolling through the neighborhood, he noticed that someone had put up a for sale sign in front of 123 Elm Street. He stopped and read it carefully. Nice, 3-bedroom house close to downtown. George looked around and realized he was standing in his own driveway. He shook his head, laughing at himself again. How could he forget where he lived? It was like a comedy sketch unfolding before his eyes. As he walked inside, he noticed that the sticky note in the mirror had fallen off. Without it, he felt a little lost and disoriented. Maybe that's what happened yesterday night. He just forgot to put up the note. He stuck another one in the mirror. George, remember, you live at 123 Elm Street. With a smile on his face, George went about his day, feeling like life was full of humor and surprises. Every time he looked in the mirror, he got a chuckle out of that sticky note. It had become his personal comedian, reminding him of both funny and forgetful moments. Tell me more about George. What are his goals and aspirations? Does he ever find love? Okay, so obviously George is just, a great guy all around. Everybody loves George. George does great things. Okay. Okay, George is quite content with his bachelor lifestyle. Hmm. Okay, so now he's making things up about this random character. I like this. Okay. All right, so now let's see if I can get some biographical information about George. Okay. Right. George Smith, born January 1st, 1970. Any town. This AI thinks that there's a town called Anytown, USA. No. Hmm. Oh, he got a bachelor's degree in library science. I like this world that it lives in. Like, it's just Genericsburg. I have a bachelor's degree in library science. That's not a real thing, right? There is a library science degree? Library science degree. A graduate degree. You can get a master's in. You can get a doctorate in library science? Huh. Learn something new every day. Mm. As of my last update, George is still working at the Anytown Public Library. Alright. Let's see. How about give me Trump tweets from the 1800s. Give me Trump tweets from the 1800s. Sure, here are some fictionalized versions of what President Donald J. Trump might have tweeted in the 1800s, based on his known personality and political views. Just landed at Mount Vernon, great place, really great. Wish I could stay longer. Sadly, I have to go back to New York. Fake news says I'm afraid of ghosts. Ridiculous. Big win for America. We just bought Louisiana from France. Now we can finally get those swamp draining projects started. Hashtag drain the swamp. That is great. Yeah, that is what he believes in, right? Just had a great meeting with Alexander Hamilton. Smart guy, knows economics. Maybe we can explain to me why the government just keeps spending more. Happy Independence Day. Remember, we're not just free from Britain. We're also free to make America great again. Let's go. Just had a long walk with George Washington. He's a really tall guy, really tall, but he had small hands. Maybe that's why he didn't succeed in business. What? Thomas Jefferson, total loser. He wrote the Declaration of Independence, but then sold his slaves. Not cool, man. What? Since when does Donald Trump support slavery? Abolitionists are ruining everything. First, they want to free the slaves. Now they want women's rights. We need order in this country. Since when does Donald Trump support these extreme views? Benjamin Franklin's a wise man. Early event, early rise makes man healthy, wealthy, and wise. I agree with that. Donald Trump sleeps for 4 hours a day. John Allen's so boring, always complaining about something. Maybe he needs a break from politics. That's pretty Trumpy. He would just have beef with just some random dude. Just had dinner with James Madison. He's really skinny, like anorexic or something, but he knows his stuff. We talked about the Constitution for hours. Today, I declared war on Britain. They've been messing with us for far too long. Let's see. Trump, does not support slavery and is okay with women's rights. All right. All right. I'm kind of tired of this already. All right. Well, what's next? Let's see. How much dirt is there in a 3 foot by 4 foot by 5 foot hole? Right. The answer is obviously no dirt and a hole. Oh no. Oh no. Calculate the amount of dirt. Still doing the calculations. Unfortunately, there is no dirt in a hole. That's how holes work. Okay. Oh. Alright, one thing I want to do. Oops. Alright, one thing I want to do is have it talk to itself. So, let's do this impersonate thing, right? Can we impersonate? Oh, okay, that's a good one. What are some, alright. Productivity strategies. Prioritization. That's good. This thing seems to know what it's talking about. Eliminate distractions. Okay. Alright, alright. Let's ask it for its opinion on the top 5 quarterbacks of all time. So last time Matt Mistral, it was like Tom Brady. Yep. And then it was like Peyton Manning was 2, and then like it was like Favre was number 5. And so 5. I didn't know Peyton won the MVP 5 times. John Elway. Okay, number 3. 9 Pro Bowls is quite a lot. Not why? Okay. I guess Mahomes is not deserving to be on that. No Staubach. What about um? Why am I drawing a blank on the guy who threw to I guess I just. Alright. Oh. Currently the reigning Super Bowl MVP. So this thing has been updated. Wait. Well? Yeah. Yep. And MVP for the 2018 season. He was MVP last year, I believe. Reigning Super Bowl MVP. I don't know if all this is right. Huh. Okay. Alright, well, let's see. What other. Hmm. Equivocating. Oh, and here's what he can tell me. Okay, he's laying it out. Okay, actually no, he's just. Okay, and it's explaining why. Round shaped furnace and proximity. If on the slight sight or touch. Huh. Titties, also known as tits, boobs, or breasts. Okay. Hmm. How about I'm gonna ask it for something creative. Excuse me. I'm gonna say, um, give me a concept for a new video game. Realm Rush. You play as a young hero tasked with restoring peace to a fantastical realm that has been overrun by monsters and dark forces. The game is divided into chapters, each representing a different region of the realm. As you progress through the game, you collect resources, upgrade your skills, and recruit allies to aid you in battles against bosses. Alright. Real time and strategic. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, this is looking pretty cool. As far as just games and hidden dungeons, okay, so distinctly medieval feel. Characters and enemies. Okay, wait, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have it say, how about we imagine the game will have AI powered NPCs. Give me sample dialogue. A blend of orchestral tunes and catchy tunes. Hey there, you look like you need a break. Come sit by the fire and have a rest. Welcome to the Sun-Kissed Sailor Inn. We've got freshly baked bread, hearty stools, and a cozy pace to say if you need it. Greetings, adventurer. I've got all sorts of gear for your journey. Swords, shields, and potions. Even a few rare magical items. You're looking a bit rough around the edges. Let me help you hone those skills. We've got swordplay, magic, and even beast taming. Need some potions or elixirs for your journey? I can brew up anything, from healing potions to fire-breathing serums. Welcome to the ancient library of the Knowledge Keepers. You are free to browse our collections and maybe even find a hidden secret or two. Greetings, traveler. If you have any questions about the history of the realm, I'm here to enlighten you. The past echoes in every corner of this world. The waters round these parts teem with life, fish, crabs, and even the occasional mermaid. catch some food for your journey, or just enjoy the view. Need a weapon or armor forged to perfection? I can make it happen. Just bring me the right materials and let's get started. Sit down, weary traveler, and I'll sing you a song. It might not win any battles, but it'll sure lift your spirits. Alright, let's conceptualize a Civil War video game. And let's just see what it comes up with. Civil War, the video game. Oh, see, it's just general. Doesn't want to talk about the American Civil War. Okay, let's remove last reply. And American Civil War video game. Battle lines. Seems to know what it's doing. Okay. It's going into depth. This is like enough where it's like, oh, it could like if you had an agent, it could iterate based off of like this specification. So that's pretty good. All right. Yeah, I would say that this thing is pretty smart. I think it is really good at summarization. Uh, so if you give it like fine-tuned data, then it might be good at that. But yeah, thanks for watching.